Good morning, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name's Rachel and I'm super happy to have you here. I'm doing something super exciting today and I'm going to get my first composting bucket. This is kind of for a school project because we have to do like some kind of sustainable activity, but I'm also just really interested in it and really want to do it. I know I throw out so much food scraps and I'm glad that now I have an opportunity to use those to benefit the community. I found a local company in my community that collects food scraps and composts them for you. So I'm not going to be doing the actual putting it outside and watching it break down. I'm just going to be collecting all my food scraps in a bucket and then dropping them off for this company to take care of. So I'm headed to one of their drop-off locations now to get my first bucket and see what it's all about. This vlog is just kind of gonna be me using it for the first time, collecting the food scraps, seeing what that's like, and then dropping it off and getting a new bucket to start the process over. So I hope you guys enjoy. Give this video a thumbs up if you do, and subscribe. I'd love to have you. And stay tuned to see what my first time composting is all about. So here's the swap station. So when you're done with your bucket, you can just drop it off here right outside. So I just got my bucket. Super easy. Took like 2 minutes, and it was only like $5. Let me tell you a little bit more about the company I'm using to compost. Impact Earth was founded in 2014 in Ithaca, New York, and they are now present throughout the greater Rochester area and Finger Lakes region. Their mission is to reduce single-use consumption and divert materials from the landfill through education, access to products and services, and creation of policy and processes. Impact Earth offers a number of services to the community, such as educational programs, their composting service, and their shop full of low-waste products for every area of your home. As far as composting goes, they offer 3 options. First, you could subscribe to their curbside service. With this option, Impact Earth comes to your home every week or 2 to pick up your bucket full of food scraps. Your second option is to drop off your bucket at one of their market locations and pay a $5 swap fee to turn in your full bucket for a new empty one. Finally, Impact Earth offers a commercial service for businesses who want to keep their food scraps out of landfills. On their website, Impact Earth has a number of easy-to-read, frequently asked questions for customers to check out before starting their composting journey. They even have this great infographic which shows everything that Impact Earth will accept for their compost. Each person and organization has slightly different guidelines for what they accept, so this sheet is extremely helpful. I'm going to link Impact Earth's website and social media down below, so if you're in Rochester or the Finger Lakes region, definitely go check them out. So it's been a few days since I got my compost bucket, and it's just living here in the kitchen. I have it right here by our front door right now. My roommate cleared a spot for it by the trash can, which I can show you. But the only problem is it's right in front of the heater, and I'm worried that the heater will heat up the bucket and make the food smell worse. So I decided to just leave it by the door, at least for now. So for the last few days, we've just been collecting all of our scraps and stuff that went bad in the fridge, and stale bread that I had sitting on top of the fridge. And we've got it all here in the bucket. It looks kind of gross. I apologize, but it's like bread and takeout leftovers and whatnot. But now I just finished shredding up this brown paper bag that my Chinese food came in last night, and I'm gonna throw that in. I looked up online and it says that it's fine to compost as long as it's not treated with anything, and the bag said it was recyclable, and that infographic says paper products are okay. So I'm gonna throw these shreds right in there on top, and then just some little bits that are left over that I don't want to eat. And that's how composting is going so far. The smell isn't terrible yet. Today's Wednesday. We got the bucket on Saturday, so not too bad. I can definitely smell it when it's open, but when the lid is closed, you can't smell it. And right now it's open because I was just showing it to you guys, but usually it's only open for a few seconds at a time while I dump the food in, and then it's really no big deal. So we'll see how it progresses. I'm also curious to see how long it'll take me to fill this up. Just depends how much I cook at home, really. I haven't cooked really anything at home yet, so when I do, I'll be sure to update you guys. Okay, I'm about to run out the door, but little update on what I'm adding to the compost. Today I have a banana peel and some pizza crust pieces. So yeah, the smell is like bearable. It's not that bad yet. Oh, I don't even know if you can see me. I probably shouldn't do this at the same time. I'm trying to vlog and dump things in this bucket. Got it. Okay, sorry. The smell isn't like unbearable yet. I have like some pineapple and like fruit in there, so I think that's kind of making it sweeter to mask like unpleasant smells. But so far, it's not like I'm gonna throw up smelling this. Definitely better than my trash has smelled before. Also, another super cool thing is I've had the compost bin for like a week now, and there's like barely anything in my trash. This was, I think it was emptied probably like Sunday or Monday right after I got my compost bin, and there's like nothing in there, and I feel like usually there would have been a lot more stuff in there. So, super cool. That also could just be the fact that, I don't know, I feel like I haven't eaten that much. I don't know what I've been eating, but, noise. But anyway, that's all I have. I'm not gonna keep rambling. Just wanted to give a quick update. I am really about to expose myself big time right now, but I'm gonna do it for you guys to keep the video honest and, you know, show all the things. So one of my goals for this year, like a New Year's resolution kind of thing, was to waste less food. Especially like, you know, eating leftovers, not buying things that I'm not gonna eat, or, you know, letting things go bad in the fridge. You know, this is not a great example of me doing really well at that goal, and I feel really bad about it. And normally I'd be like hitting myself over the head, but I'm a little happier now because instead of throwing all this food that I'm gonna show you in the trash, I can throw it in my compost bin, and it'll do some good for some plants and stuff. So it's not a total loss, I guess, right? I'm really just trying to make myself feel better right now, so we're just gonna go with it. But anyway, I'm gonna show you guys the stuff I have. I just cleaned out the fridge because it's overdue to be cleaned out. And I've got some old tomatoes that need to be thrown away, broccoli and some spinach, some like leftovers that have just been in there a little too long. And stuff like that. So I'm gonna throw all that in the compost bucket and see how we're doing, see if it's full yet. I did notice I opened it today to throw some stuff in there from breakfast, like a banana peel, and I was very surprised by the lack of smell. Like, I was expecting it to reek because it's Monday right now, I think, Monday the 12th, and so I've had this for just over a week, and like I wasn't home all weekend to like open it or do anything. And so I was really expecting it to be pretty bad by now, and it's pretty manageable. So that's a good sign, I think. It also hasn't been really hot yet. It's still pretty cold, so that probably has something to do with it. But anyway, let's get to throwing stuff in. Okay, this is what I've got to throw in. I've got a couple containers and then just this stuff on top. That's just for my lunch. I tried making ramen and it didn't really work out. I didn't like it at all. It was so salty. So that's what's gonna go in the bucket. So I'm gonna open it up and get to tossing. Okay, I just dumped everything in. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how the bucket is looking. So if you don't wanna see that, just skip ahead a little bit right now. But this is the current state of the bucket. Kinda looks gross, but I mean, it's just food. I feel bad like having that bucket so full. Like I feel like it should not have that much food in there. Like I should be eating what is home. Like there shouldn't be food to throw out. But I'm happy that it's gonna go to a good place. So I was curious to see how long it would take me to fill the bucket. So I'm surprised it's not full yet, but that probably is because I haven't cooked a ton at home lately, so I'll probably take it in like this weekend or something. Also, by the way, I just dumped all that food in there and like the bucket is still open. It's been open for like a couple minutes. I smell nothing. Like I don't smell anything like in the kitchen at all. I thought I was done for the night, but I just made dinner and I have some carrot peels and like ends of zucchini that I'm also going to add to the compost today. This morning's addition is the tops of a bunch of strawberries. So before we get to the end of this video, I just want to give a few quick thoughts that I have after, you know, completing this process and going through and collecting my food scraps. And the first thing I want to say is I thought that going to pick up the bucket and like finding where it is and like paying for it was gonna be so scary. I was like so nervous to go in because I didn't know if it would be like hidden somewhere, like I wouldn't know where to go, or people would like look at me weird. I don't know. And now like looking back, I'm like, why am I like that? Like, why did I think that was gonna be scary? Like it was literally by the front door. You just go and grab it.
Could you try again?
Siri, I wasn't talking to you. You just go in, it's right by the front door, and like the cashiers, like they do it all the time, so like they knew what it was for, and like, so don't worry about that. I don't know if I'm the only person who would like be stressed about that, but I have a feeling I'm not. So if you're stressed about like going in and like getting it from the store, don't be worried about it, because it seriously was no big deal. And the vibe of where I picked up my bucket was like super chill. I want to go back there all the time. Another thing that I noticed throughout the process was the smell was not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Normally my trash smells absolutely terrible, so I thought it was going to be the same experience with collecting my food scraps in the bucket, but it actually was super manageable and not bad at all. When the bucket's closed and like sealed shut, you can't smell anything. And then when you open the bucket, really the smell didn't get bad until like after a week and a half, closer to 2 weeks. And before that, it was really just like no biggie. It didn't really bother me. The other thing that I gained from having this compost bucket was having an awesome visual reminder of how much food waste I'm actually producing, because I know, and I'm not going to try and like say that I don't produce a lot of food waste. I know that I do. I know that I'm a person who buys food, lets it go bad in the fridge, and then throws it away, and I don't like that about myself. It's something I'm constantly working on, but having this bucket just like made that realization like 10 times greater, like being able to see it sitting there on the floor. And so it just makes me want to work even harder to reduce my food waste, and not only, you know, for the environment, but like for my wallet too. Like, why am I spending money on this food or spending my time making food if I'm just letting it go bad in the fridge? So having that constant visual reminder was so awesome, and definitely something I'm going to be working on. With every bucket I get, every time I, you know, start the process over again, I'm just going to try and be that much more mindful about what I'm eating, what I'm purchasing, and what's going in there so that I can produce less waste. It was also really interesting how quickly in this process collecting my food scraps became a habit. Like, never once did I like throw something in the trash forgetting that I had the compost bucket. Like, from day one I was like, oh, I have a compost bucket now, like all my food scraps are going in there. And it actually made me like even more motivated to want to eat like fruits and veggies and things that I was going to cut up and produce like waste from, because I wanted to fill the bucket, and I was so excited about filling the bucket. So maybe that's something that can help you if you're trying to eat healthier. You know, I don't know, again, if I'm the weird one out that, you know, finds this exciting and like more motivated to fill this bucket and therefore eat fruits and vegetables, but it's worth a shot if you're looking for things that can help motivate you to eat cleaner, because obviously cutting up fruits and vegetables isn't like bad food waste to have, because you should be eating that, but obviously you don't want to eat like the gross ends or something, you know? Anyway, those are my thoughts, you know, kind of summed up for you. And there is a little more to this video, so I'm not going to do an ending right now. So let's go ahead and watch me finish out this process. Okay, you guys, the day has finally come. I am here at Abundance Food Co-op to turn in this bucket and swap it for a new one. It is Monday, April 19th right now, so I've had the bucket for a full 18 days, and it's just about full. I opened it this morning to put a couple things in there, and it really stunk. The smell is starting to get to me, and I'm also going out of town this week, so I figured it was time to turn it in. So it's in my back seat right now. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm here at the store. I'm gonna go leave it outside, get a new one, and then I'll be all set. All right, well that is it. The new bucket and I are back home, ready to start this process all over again. That is all I have for this video, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I really loved learning more about composting and being able to help the earth a little bit more. I'm definitely going to continue this process for as long as I can. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up and feel free to subscribe if you want to see more of my videos. I'd love to have you. There's more vlogs to come, and I'm also studying for the LSAT if you guys didn't know. So every week I put up a new study vlog. And yeah, other than that, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time.